Benedetto Gaetano was born in Anagni. He, along with 3 other popes, were born in the city south of Rome. This baby, Benedetto, would become Pope Boniface VIII. Before Boniface VIII became pope, there was a man named Pietro de Morhone. He was taken from his mountain cave and placed on the seat of the papacy. He became known as the incompetent hermit pope, also known as Celestine V. However, Celestine V resigned as the pope, leaving the cardinals to choose a new one in his place. After the cardinals voted for the next pope, they chose Benedetto Gaetano, who named himself Boniface VIII.
Boniface feared that Celestine V would promote a schism. So he ordered the former pope to be held under the abbot of Monte Cassino. Celestine escaped but was caught. He evaded them again and departed for Dalmatia by sea. And there was a storm. He was captured again, brought to the Boniface, and then to the castle of Firmin, where he died. In England, Edward I became a rival of Boniface VIII. As king, he demanded half the clergy's incomes, which caused multiple issues. When Edward kept demanding money, Robert, the convocation of Canterbury, appealed to the Pope. Because of this, Edward I outlawed all clerical members and took their positions. In return, Boniface VIII issued clericus legis, which limited the power of the kings to tax their clergies and threatened excommunication to any clergyman who paid without papal consent. In France, Philip I seized Gascony, causing Boniface to call a war. This war greatly damaged the clergy's money, as they were already being taxed by King Philip. Clericus legis became active in France as well. In return, Philip forbade precious exports of precious stones, food, or weapons. Pope Boniface issued a bull in Fabulis Amor, in which he claimed he did not mean to deny voluntary gift or gifts required for the kingdom. When this did not ease Philip I's anger, Boniface also issued a statute which canonized Philip's grandfather, Louis IX. Philip then recognized Boniface as a normal person, Benedetto Gaetano, although he did not accept him as pope. In Rome, the Sacred College contained 2 members, with a library, Pietro Colonna, and his uncle Jacopo Colonna. Jacopo was in control of family possessions, was not distributing it fairly. Boniface tried to resolve the issue, but was hated because of his intervention. The cardinals of Colonna also maintained alliances with Boniface's political enemies. The Pope met with the rebellious cardinals and gave them 3 demands. They only agreed to 1. And Boniface issued a bull, an exalto throno, in which he excommunicated the cardinals and took their properties. In return, the cardinals declared Boniface's election invalid and accused him of beguiling Celestine V. To this, Boniface issued lapis abscissus, in which he excommunicated as well as took the property of Jacobus' family and threatened interdict for any territory that received them. In 1297, Boniface declared war against the Colonnas and later called a crusade against them. The papacy easily won and Colonnas left the papal state. In 1300, Boniface VIII declared a jubilee year in which people were forgiven from previous embarrassments and 200,000 pilgrims moved to Rome. In France, Bishop was arrested for treason. Boniface VIII ordered his release, but was refused. Because of this, Boniface VIII reactivated clericus legos and issued another bull, Escolta Fili, which is emphasizing papal supremacy over secular rulers. On October 30, 1302, the Roman Council met with various clergymen against Philip the Fair. During this council, Boniface VIII issued two bulls. The first excommunicated those who hindered or injured anyone traveling to or from Rome. The second was Unam Sanctam, which emphasized 5 points. 1. The Catholic Church is one true church, outside of which no one receives salvation. 2. Whoever refuses the Pope is not part of Christ's family. 3. There is a spiritual sword, which is the priest, and a temporal sword, which is a king under the rule of the priest. 4. Spiritual power is above temporal power and has the right to judge and instruct the lesser power. 5. In order for someone to have salvation, they must be subject to the Roman Pontiff. Boniface VIII continued to be ignored and disrespected by many, especially in Paris. His palace was attacked by the Colonnas and other Frenchmen in 1303, when he said, "Since I am betrayed like the Savior, my end is nigh, at least I shall die as a pope." However, he was released from his imprisonment and did not die until October 11, 1303, due to a violent and tragic fever. In return, the cardinals declared Boniface's election invalid and like the Savior, and my end is nigh, at least I shall die as Pope. However, he was released from his imprisonment and did not die until for Dalmatia by sea. And there was a storm. He was captured again. Experts of precious stones, food, or weapons. However, he was released from his imprisonment and did not die until October 11, 1303,